Hello people and welcome back to Minecraft on the Vortex server. As you can probably tell, I'm down in my cave just under my town. This is where the zombie spawner is, as you can probably see from the zombie spawner in the room. Incidentally, this is also where I'll do probably most of the recording this episode. Because, I want to turn this into an experience farm. I always went to the end to farm the enderman there, which is faster if I do multiple enchantments. It takes me maybe, let's just say 5 minutes to get there, because it's quite a long way away. It's a few train rides, a few just walking parts, so it's not the closest farm. Which means if I only want to enchant one or two things, it's not worth the time. It only takes about 50 seconds to get to level 30, of course, but if it then also took me another 10 minutes to just get to the farm for just enchanting a single sword, say, that's not really an improvement. As such, I felt I need an experience farm right close to my base. And since I had these spawners, I might as well use them. The Minecraft noise is currently turned off. I'll finish conditioning this room, and then I'll be back and have the sound turned on as well. Okay, that's the first bit done, and you can now hear the water flowing. You can hear when I break blocks. The sound is back on. I couldn't just turn it back on in Minecraft because I disabled it on a Windows level. That's nothing down there. Yeah. You can also hear there's a thunderstorm. I decided this time to actually have the trap, well, disableable, I guess. I can just switch this lever and all the lights go out, and that makes it easier to build the thing without having to put torches and then having to go in and take out the torches and stuff like that. And since I've got enough glowstone, I think, and lots of redstone, I can afford to do this. So, yeah. I'll just shut Skype down. Be right back. Skype is still running. I'm hoping no one will interrupt us, though. It should be set up now that the zombies outside are trying to smash my door in, and will likely succeed. I ran past, yeah. Let me just deal with that insolence quickly. This is a smite sword, so it should probably be quite... Wait, this is not the door they broke. Then, which one is? Those are intact. These are fine. Just leave them open. These are fine. That one is fine. Let's see if anything else in the gardener's house might be damaged or broken. No. All fine. Strange. These are fine. There's no doors in there. This one's fine. I wonder what happened. I could clearly hear a zombie smashing in a door. This is the only zombie who's close by, but I don't think he did smash any doors. Well, never mind that. We'll just ignore it. If I find the broken door at some point, I can always fix it then. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, the zombies which spawn as soon as I do this, they all float up here. Which means now I can do stuff with them from here. And incidentally, those armor-wearing zombies are one of the primary reasons I want... I'm starting with this farm, basically. I could do the double blaze spawner in the nether, and I could also do the spiders, which I've now found a tutorial for, so I can get that to work as well. But yeah, the reason I'm starting with was that the cave discovery sound? Random. The reason I'm starting with this one is because it'll also give me some leather armor for... I have no idea what I want to use it for, but you never know. By the way, this is a nifty trick which I know, which a lot of people actually don't use. For extending redstone signals, most people use repeaters, but in most situations, if all you want to do is extend a signal, repeaters are a complete waste of resources. So what you can do, this also works in a straight line, you don't have to make it at a slope. But basically this lever is turned on now, so this cable is turned on, which disables this torch, which means this cable here is disabled. And then that makes this torch being turned on. So now in this case, technically I would need it because the signal from the lever couldn't reach all the way back to these lights. Otherwise I would have had to use one repeater, which would have cost me 2 torches, similar to this one, 1 redstone, which I've now saved, and 3 stones, which I've saved. And also, this here could be extended far longer. So if you think about it, redstone signal travels 15 blocks, I think. I'm not very good with it, so don't take my word for it. But whatever the length is, a repeater would basically make a signal that much longer. So you could use 1 repeater to extend the signal another 15 blocks. Instead, I could use 2 torches and extend the signal twice that much. So 15 times 2, which is 30 blocks, roughly. At the same, or actually a smaller cost of resources. So yeah, bear that in mind. It doesn't always work in case your setup doesn't really allow it. Like if the signal only got to here, and I wanted to extend it over these lights, I couldn't do that using the torches because there's this area which is not powered with the torches, and here I would need all of them powered, so I couldn't use that here. I would need to use a repeater in this particular case. But if all you want to do is extend a wire signal, this setup is better in terms of resources and stuff. Okay, so the zombies end up being up here. Sorry, I'm yawning a bit. Did I put down the sign? Yes, I did. Which means if I put water here and do something like this, the zombies will all travel down this canal. And I can cover this up with cobblestone. I'm kind of taking you with me here while I do my process. I am finding the correct positioning of everything and stuff, which I realize might be slightly boring, but deal with it. I know I need to get them at least, I think, 8 blocks away, but I also need to be within range of the spawning, so that's at most 16 blocks away. Which means if I get them here, this'll probably be just fine. Actually, what I'll do is I'll bring them up 2 more, and then I'll bring them down to... Will I? I guess I'll bring them up at least 2 more, maybe 4. So that would mean water here, sign here, water here, sign here. And then on top of this cobble they will swim along. Water here. Oh, I forgot to remake the infinite supply. Wait. I will not be so inefficient this time. I'll recollect this, and then I'll remake the infinite supply right here. One goes there, the other one in here, and infinite spring in the middle. Well, hey. Oh, I got enchanted leather boots. Let's check them out. They're drunk. So I'll add the water back. And the other one will need to go right here. And refill the buckets. I'll probably need... well, actually I don't need that much water anymore. So yeah, with that in mind, the zombies will be up here. This is quite a nightmare for me, having to build this. Anyway, on top of here there's going to be the next water source, which will tunnel them along somehow over here, and then maybe bring them down here. So, nope. That's just plain wrong. Oh no, that's fine. For a moment there I thought it would flow onto the redstone. Surprisingly, many of my redstone creations die that way. So this is kind of working. I'm not quite sure how far away I can be. I think here I'll still be in range. So I just broke a torch, which is fine. I think I've got way too many torches in this tunnel anyway. So if I put a sign here, this should have technically stopped the water flow, but it didn't. No idea why. I think it's just a glitch. Oop, I'll take that torch back, thank you very much. And I'm back down to 20 frames, which is probably a sign that I should stop recording for now. I'll be seeing you again in a minute. So here we are again. I've put in the crusher piston. I'll use a crusher setup. I think this drop should not be high enough to cause fall damage, but actually just to be safe, I'll just make it one shorter. Since this is just a single spawner, this is not a problem. Which means I believe... Now don't quote me on this, but I think you need to crush the guy's head for it to deal damage. But I might be wrong. I've also decided that just because I can, I'm using a lapis block to crush them. Yeah, this definitely shouldn't cause any fall damage. And so they'll be standing right here, and due to this they won't be able to get out, and I can hurl a splash potion of healing at their feet. Which is good. I'll just test quickly if it actually spawns anything, if I'm standing here. I put down the torch just to make sure it's always powered. So I'm standing right here. Let's check out F3. 107 entities, that seems like a lot. Okay, well that's a zombie. That's another zombie. And a third. Now these could still be from when I went closer, so I'm gonna wait till there's maybe 10 here and then I'll restart recording. Alright, there's almost 15 now, so I think it's safe to assume that if we stand right here, these zombies will spawn and continue spawning, and these all should be at the same amount of health, which is full health. So, let's re-enable the lights and just kill these with the sword because they're not pre-damaged, and I don't know, I want the experience. And this is just a random smite looting sword, so nothing too valuable. Okay. So then, of course, all I want to do is press a button, located possibly right here, to bring them all down to killing level. It doesn't necessarily have to be half a heart, because I don't want to punch them to death. At least I don't necessarily want to punch them to death. I just want to set the world on fire. Sorry, never mind that. Yeah, I don't need to punch them to death. I'll use a splash potion, which does more than half a heart of damage. So what I'll do... use a wire like this. I will need a repeater. Actually, I'll need lots of repeaters. So there's my crafting table. I'll turn all the sticks into torches as my first step. Then I will make 11 repeaters for now. That's nowhere near enough. Which means get another stack of redstone and make another 20 repeaters. And I think that's gonna be enough, otherwise I'll need to get more sticks and stuff. 31 might suffice. Actually, I can just do this at one tick. That should be ample. And then redstone here and redstone here. Now that should ensure that as soon as I push the button, the piston is extended and keeps being extended until I put a block right here. This will stop the signal. This is a very basic pulse extender, I believe, is the phrase for that kind of thing. Don't quote me though, as before. I should probably use a repeater to make this prettier, but who cares? This is firstly about functionality at the moment. Yeah. And I can put light here because that doesn't shine through to the spawner in any way at all. Okay. So as soon as this this contraption here fires, that'll activate the piston. What I need then is another piston, another sticky piston in fact, pointing towards me. Here. And that will be what ends the timer, so I'll put a block on the end, and then as soon as this piston here is powered, that'll interrupt this signal, and so that piston will stop being extended. Which means that as soon as I push that button, the pulse will firstly go to this infinitely powered, the self-powering circuit. As you can see, that's just a circle with a self-powering repeater. Sorry. So all I need now is lots of repeaters to basically add the delay. The power will be supplied from this, this block here. So I'll just make that a oak wood block so you can see the bottom better. Up. I can barely see it in my inventory. But yeah, as soon as I push this now, it'll extend and be powered forever. Unless I quickly supply power to this piston, and then it'll all be over. Which means that what I need to do in order to basically set the timing is take this redstone signal here, which I think I can put one lower. That shouldn't change the functionality, in fact. Let me just check quickly if that's the case. Need the lever here. Okay, I push the button. I get crushing. This lever gets power. The crushing stops, yeah. So all I need to do now is put lots of repeaters going away from this particular wire. I don't know what the exact delay was. I think you needed about 20 repeaters. So I'll just dig a bit of a space, but this should be sufficient. Yes, I'm putting down way too many torches. Okay, now I want the power to end up with inside this piston. So maybe going along this line here. And then about 21 repeaters. Starting here. And they'll all be set to 4 ticks eventually. Need to work out how to do this properly. And then I guess this to swing back. And this, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that. So I'll need to swing back here. That's not enough repeaters yet. Again, someone better with a redstone would probably find a simpler solution to this problem. Okay, I'm just going to test this using this much delay. I'll set all of these to 4 ticks and I'll get a splash potion of healing. Just the standard level 1 splash of healing. And we'll see how that goes. I'll be back when I've got all that set up. Yeah, I lied. I'm not exactly completely done yet, but almost. Leaving all these doors open turned out to be a bit of a mistake. I was kind of ambushed by a skeleton and a zombie on my way out. Sadly, I couldn't hit record in time. They were dead very quick due to this Smite 4 sword. Okay, that's healing, so gunpowder to make it splash. We have a public mob tower on this server, but I'm not sure if that's actually finished or if that's been abandoned forever. I've never been there, so I've no idea how effective that is. Which means at the moment gunpowder is slightly limited. I've got about half a stack. Luckily I don't ever actually do anything with explosives, so TNT. Meaning I don't have that much use for it, so I can use it all for potions without feeling too bad. I hate this frame dropping to 20 issue, but again, I can't fix it. It is beyond my abilities to do so. Okay, actually I will not pretty this up for now, simply because this is an ugly cave anyway. Let's just check if this works. It'll extend, it'll go through the line of pistons, repeaters, and so stop the signal, and once these have all gone through, that one will retract again, which is a major issue. You can't push the button in quick succession without this all kind of glitching out and not working properly. I could prevent this by using, I think, T flip-flops, and instead of having this constantly on, I could use a T flip-flop which is constantly on, and then I think somehow I could use that to fix the problem of pressing the button too quickly. But quite honestly, I'm the only one who's going to use this farm, and I know not to press it too quickly, so I guess that's all good. I also worked out that this final straight line will be able to house more repeaters if I so need. But now, let me just enable the farm. I think I can even stand here and they can't hit me. I think skeletons could, but I don't think zombies can. But we'll find out. I'll just turn F3 off, we don't need that anymore. It's not like my location is a secret, I've got a nether tunnel and stuff, so it doesn't matter, but I don't know, it doesn't look pretty. Okay. They don't seem to be able to see or attack me. Or maybe they can see but not attack. I don't know. What I'll need to do next, of course, is install some sort of shutter, so that when I decide I've got enough down here, I can shut the further, I can just shut off further mobs, so some sort of sticky piston just which just stops them from flowing along that corridor up there. Just so that while I'm crushing them, I don't get more mobs, which would lead to inconsistent health. Which I will do right now by just disabling spawning and waiting for a bit. But yeah, that's not elegant at all. It's actually very, very silly. Okay, F3 doesn't show me where the mobs are anymore, so I'll just wait here for another minute. Well, I'll wait till the clock on my other computer switches to 7 minutes past 8, that is. Okay, this is not gonna be a great bunch of XP, maybe one level, about that, probably. But yeah. I know this is far less efficient than the Enderman farm, as I said, but as I also explained, it's just closer. Plus, this will get me some of the armor, especially chainmail, which, while I don't really like it, it's kind of rare, so I think I'll keep it. Now let's try if this crushing works. Well, it obviously works in terms of dealing damage, but is it enough or is it too much? Yeah. I need a further delay. That splash potion did not nearly kill them. Well, it did make them 1 or 2 hit, but yeah, I'll just get rid of these quickly. Die, zombies, die. Okay. Now I'll re-enable spawning. I think I might be a little too far away here, but you never know. And I will add, for the moment I will add 4 more repeaters. No, bad repeater. Good repeater. There we go. Oh. Wrong mouse button. Yeah. Up, I made 3 of these splash potions, as you saw, so we have opportunity for 2 more test runs. And then I can close all this off. And I can close this off, and then it might be a little cramped for space, but I think I could use, I can just make it all stone brick and make it look a bit nicer. Yeah, as I said, this isn't really meant to be a public place. I also, like, for anyone else, the reason I built this doesn't exist. For them it would be just as much of a detour to get to my place than to the end, so they have no reason to actually use this farm, whereas I do. Once more, I'll wait till it hits 10 past 8, I think. Yeah. I mentioned already I found a tutorial for the spider farm, which is good because for the blaze spawner, which I will also turn into an XP farm. Actually, the blaze spawners, there's 2 of them. In order to use that efficiently, you need splash potions of damage, for which you need fermented spider eyes. Now, getting the mushrooms is easy, because you can just put down a brown mushroom, grow it with bone meal, punch it down, and then you'll have lots of mushrooms, so not a problem. Similarly, getting sugar is not a problem because reed is renewable. Spider eyes, however, you need to actually kill spiders. You can't just do a mob farm because the spider eyes are considered a rare drop. Wow. Which means they will only drop if you kill the thing by hand. Which means I will have to kill spiders by hand, and so turning the spider spawner into an XP farm will enable me to get lots of spider eyes. Let's try this now. Which will in turn enable me to use the blaze spawners very efficiently. Okay, let's see. Well, that worked. Obviously it didn't give me much experience, but I think the point is the delay is properly now. Which means I can close all this off and later on replace this stuff with stone brick. I will keep the crafting table here, just in case. This room here is unused, but it's lit up, so nothing can spawn in there. And there we are. XP farm almost done. One last bit, which is the disabling of further mobs. Which... Oh, no. Oh, this was close. This was way too close. Go away. This might be a bit of a longer episode, but, well, I guess you guys have to be okay with that. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll put the sticky piston, which I'll use for that, right here. Again, I could use butt switches, no, well, not butt switches, but T flip-flops and stuff to control this system with a lever, but I don't want to, because that would require me looking up tutorials and stuff, which would work, but it wouldn't be pretty, and not exactly what I want to do. So all I want to do is power this piston with a lever. That's really all I need. So basically I'd stand here, wait for them to accumulate, hit the lever, which might be located right here. Which powers this piston, which doesn't extend because that's not powering it. Which is because of how pistons work. I'm guessing. That doesn't work either. I think I need to power the block above actually, or send power in with a repeater. Okay, get the cobble out. I know the professionals use stone brick for their redstoning, but I don't. Okay, if I put... No, I can't put redstone right on top of it. I can put redstone right here. Question is, will that power it? No, that doesn't even power that wire. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's fine then. So, redstone here. If I don't want any mobs, I'll just hit that switch. Hit that lever, I mean. And get no more, well, I'll still get them spawning, but they'll be stuck up there, I'm hoping. Let's just try, actually. Enable spawning. But nothing should fall down here, because that lever is in the way. Well, that extended piston is in the way. Right? Yeah, they're all accumulating up there, which is fine. So now if I hit this switch, they will all fall down. Well, this is great. And now if I say, okay, I've got about the, what was it, 160 or something I need to get to level 30. When I've got them all, I don't want inconsistent health, so I'll push this. Whatever spawns then will just stop up there, and I can chuck the potion after I'm done crushing whatever's accumulated down here. Okay, well, that was successful. I'll let this build up for a while now. And I'll go outside. I've been inside this cave for too long. Actually, no, I'll stay down here to let it accumulate. Because if I go too far away, they will despawn. Yeah, all that being said, we did a successful project this episode. It might have been a little long. I have no idea how long I've been recording, so again, I can't tell you. But I'm hoping it was fun. I'm hoping maybe the ones that are bad at redstone learned something. Anyone who's good at redstone, please don't murder me for being bad at it. Anyway, that was it from me for today, so I'll be seeing you all again very soon. Bye bye!